going to get this old busted up ladder and make it so that it basically sits on top of this roof, so I can run myself along the roof. It'll have like a bend in it, and I'll show you how I'll do it. So first thing I'll get it up is just to measure it and then cut it. So I've got him up here. I don't want him in the gutter. It's a bit bigger than I thought, but it's better than the other one I got over there I can use. So I cut him on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 on the 11th rung. I cut the 11th rung over, and that other bit will flip down the other side, and I'll bolt and I'll show you. So 11th rung, 2, 3, 4. That ladder's a fair bit taller than mine. I'm gonna have to get a new one. I mean, they normally come with 2 parts, so they slide. I need a bigger ladder. I need to get the level of the roof. I'm just going to use this thing here and put this on top until it's level. It's a bit tricky to get one hand, but basically what I'll do is I'll get the level, so it's up there somewhere, to be horizontal, and then I'll know where to cut it at the top. So that's what I'll use. I can't do it one hand. As you can see, that is approximately level. See it? So that's the cut I'm going to use on this thing to cut that ladder. So this is the ladder. I want to cut it the 11th rung off. So I want to cut it at an angle like that so that it is horizontal. I use this on the roof to give me a horizontal thing. So if I cut it, it's not going to work. That's not going to work either. This is horizontal with the roof. So the roof's like that. Roof's like that. Vertical, I mean. Vertical. Wow. Anyhow, what I need to do is put a T-square there and then use that. So I'm going to mark the lines and cut it. So I was going to cut this rung off completely, but I might leave it. It can be a handle for me to hold it. So if I cut here, that should be horizontal with the top of the roof. That should be horizontal. So there's my ladder like that. You can see it. It'll be horizontal. Then this bit will cut off, and I'll join it to this by just sliding it on the side. Alright, I should be able to do that. So I've measured both cuts. I'm going to cut with grinder. This grinder here, but with a real thin blade, which I'll change. This is the sort of blade I'm using. Look how thin it is. It's like paper, so I'm going to cut it now. So I've marked on there where I'm going to cut it. I've marked it all around. I actually made a mistake at first, but this is the correct line. Is that one? No, I'm on there. So I'm going to cut that now. Okay, so this is basically the ladder going on the roof, and then this will be horizontal when it's on there, as will this be. I'm going to now, I didn't need to leave that rung out there, but I did as a handle. I'll put a bolt through here, which will enable it to flex. Then I'll get it up. When I get it up, I'll put a metal bracket, or just a metal, bit of metal running from there to here, screw it into there and screw it into this side, on both sides, to hold it in place. So that's the plan. First I'll cut off any end bits down there I don't need. That's roughly how it goes. It'll be so that these 2 bits are flat, so this needs to come up a bit. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to drill a hole in there because that moves. I'll be able to swing around. First thing I'll do is I'll just use a G-clamp to hold one side in place here, say. Then I'll drill a hole through there. Then I'll put these bolts with washers through. When drilling metal, drill the small drill bit first, just to get the hole, and then after you can use the bigger bit. Battery drills don't cut it sometimes, so I'm going on to a power drill. I've put the bolts in. I don't want them too tight, but I'm going to be able to move this as it goes on the roof, but not move too much because I don't want to fall off. I'm going to be climbing up this side when I put this up. So let me put it up. Yeah, I've got it up. Now I've got to climb up and connect those other bits. Just so now it can't bend anymore. It's pretty sturdy as it is actually. I'm going to climb up and just... Okay, it looks quite sturdy. This one of these bolts could have been a little bit lower. Never mind, I'm going to change it. So I can climb up here easily, and this hook's on, it's pretty sturdy. I was going to connect bits of aluminium bar across here to lock these in place. Then when I'm up here I can use this to turn it over, to turn it around so I can climb up from that side. And it will enable me to get to all this rusty bit of roof. I wasn't able to climb up here before. So try to do the best I can. I can fix everything now. One more thing I was going to do was going to add a couple of bits of timber running along here so that it enables me easily to slide it along, but I can move along anyhow. The only question is I don't want too much reactivity between the aluminium and the iron. The reactivity of the aluminium is higher than the iron, so it should rust first, but the aluminium oxide forms, doesn't rust, so shouldn't be a problem, but I'll keep an eye on it. So I could add a couple of bits of timber there, just enable me to slide it along these corrugated sheets so as it gets stuck. But I might quit for there now. So there you go, using an old ladder. It was basically junk. I've made something I can allow myself to work along that roof of my steep shed. It's too difficult to climb up there before, even with ropes. If the top wasn't sturdy enough, I was going to use this aluminium bar to just connect the bits that stick above the roof, so it holds it in place. But it's pretty sturdy, I don't need it, and I'm not going to do it.